Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a fun creative yoga flow for you. We're going to get started right away in a downward facing dog. Let's inhale together, pressing the hips back and coming up onto the toes. As you exhale, press down onto the heels, come down a little bit further, bringing the hips back. This time, let's inhale, roll forward like a wave into plank. Hold. Tap a right hand to left shoulder. Tap it down. Left hand to right shoulder. Tap it down. Bend the knees a lot. Bring it back to downward facing dog. Roll forward again. Right hand taps left shoulder. This time, bringing yourself to a left side plank. Inhale, right hand comes up. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight all the way to the back of the mat. So you're bending your knees a lot. Your hips come down to a hover. And as you exhale, circle the hand back forward, straightening the legs. You're coming back into your typical left side plank. Now we're going to go through that again. That motion where we bend the knees a lot. We bring our hips to hover at the back of the mat. Circle your right hand to the back of the mat as well. And exhale, circle the hand forward, straightening the legs. Let's do that 3 more times with your own breath. For 2 and 1. Circle the right hand all the way down, downward facing dog. Great job. Reset. Roll forward into plank. Tap the right shoulder with the left hand, opening up to right side plank. Hold here. Extend the left hand up and over your head. Let's inhale. Exhale, bend the knees a lot, crouching back, and left hand is going to circle to the back of the mat. Hold. Exhale, circle it forward, straightening the legs. Coming to the back, bend the knees. Circle back forward, exhale. Let's go for 3, for 2, and 1. Circle the left hand all the way down, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees a lot. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Hands come all the way up. And then hands to heart. Let's set an intention for our practice. Find your breath. Reconnect with your body. Let's send the hands up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, empty. Hop or step into plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hop or step to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Take your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop or step to the front of the mat last time. Halfway lift. Exhale, empty. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hop or step to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's pick up our right leg, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Let's hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot on the outside of the right hand. You're in lizard. Let's bring the back knee to a hover. You're getting as low as you could possibly go. Let's bring our right elbow as far down as we can go, and then extend the right hand all the way up. Let's go for 5. Tap the elbow to the ground as best as you can, and then extend the right hand up for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Extend the right hand all the way up, and let's step the back foot forward into Malasana, taking a seat all the way down. Extend the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Right hand is going to come all the way up. Option to stay here or to take a bind behind you. Inhale. Now exhale, option to stay here or to loop the left hand in between your legs. So you're taking the bind with your hands behind your back. And then we're shifting our weight to our right leg. We're coming up into birds of paradise on this side. Extending the left leg out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly circling, let go of that bind and circle the left leg all the way back. So you're coming into a dancer's pose. Let's find your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're bringing our left knee into our chest. Let's find our seat back into our Malasana to join our friends that were here. Hands are going to come to the mat, hips come up, step or hop back into your plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bring our left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Let's hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that left leg forward on the outside of the left hand and come as low as you can with that back knee without actually touching. You're coming into lizard pose. So we're going to intend our left elbow as far down as it can go, maybe touching the mat. And then we're going to extend our left hand up. Let's go for 5, 4. Really rotate your chest to open to the left side every time. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Extend the left hand open, and then we're going to step our back leg forward, coming down into Malasana. And this time, right hand is going to extend to the outside of the right foot. Left hand is going to extend up. Maybe you take that bind on the outside of both legs. Maybe you stay here. Or if you'd like to come into birds of paradise with me, we're going to loop our right hand on the inside of the legs this time, finding that bind and shifting the weight over to the left leg, coming up, find your balance. Both sides are going to be different. And then you're going to extend that right leg out for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2,
for 1. And then slowly release the bind, keeping the right leg high up, and then taking your dancer on this side. Let's breathe here. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly circling that right leg all the way forward. And then coming back to meet our friends in Malasana. Find your breath. And hips come up. We're stepping back into our plank pose. Downward facing dog, or you can take your flow. We're all gonna meet in a downward facing dog. Right leg comes all the way up, bend the knee, open the hip. Let's find our right knee to our chest, and then slowly opening up to a fallen star. Option to use your left hand to hold that right leg. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna step that right foot forward in between the hands and slowly bring that back leg all the way up. So we're coming into a half moon pose. Left hand extends out to all the way up. And you can, if you'd like, take a bind where left hand meets left foot. If you do have the foot, you're gonna kick into that foot to really find an extension, but your chest is opening over to the left side. Breathing here. Now if you have the leg coming back, we're switching over to warrior 3, so both hips are facing forward. We're gonna come over to stand in stork pose, left knee into your chest, hold. Maybe you extend that left foot out in front of you. Maybe you use your left hand to support that left leg to extend out. Let's breathe here. Let's breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly begin to extend that left leg out to the left side. Let's breathe here for 5 breaths. And then slowly bend that left leg. We're coming back into our warrior 3. Let's find our half moon pose right where we came from. Option to take that bind. The left hand is going to find the left foot. Extend it out. Release the bind if you do have it. Step that left foot all the way back. Right hand is going to firmly plant, and we're going to use the left hand to extend our right foot back out into fallen star. Let's breathe here. And then slowly right foot is going to find its way to the back of the mat. We're in a right side plank. Inhale. Exhale. Circle the left hand back down. Option to take a flow or just meet me in a downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath together. Exhale, let it go at the mouth. Left leg is going to extend, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, left knee to chest. And then we're gonna find our fallen star on this side, maybe using the right hand to extend the left foot out to the right side. Let's breathe here. And then slowly finding that left foot to the front of the mat in between the hands. we're shifting forward all our weight onto that front leg, coming into half moon pose on this side, extending the right arm all the way up, the right leg up, and maybe we find our half moon with the right hand holding onto the right foot. If you do have the foot, we kick it out. Let's breathe here. Opening the chest to the right side. Slowly letting go of the bind if you do have it, shifting the hips to face forward and slowly coming into warrior three as a transition to stork on this side with the right knee into your chest. And then extending the right foot forward out in front of you. Maybe you use the right hand to extend the right foot forward. We're holding here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to extend the right foot to the right side, finding your balance. Maybe you extend the left hand out to the left side also just to find some balance, or maybe you have the left hand on your hip. Either way, a few breaths here. And then slowly bending that right foot, shooting it back into your warrior three as a transition pose. And then left hand's gonna find the mat or blocks, coming into our half moon pose. The right hand's gonna find the right foot, kicking into the foot. And letting go of that bind. The right foot's gonna step all the way back. Left hand's gonna firmly plant onto the ground. And right hand's gonna find that left foot, extend it all the way out to fallen star to the right side. Let's breathe here. Find your breath. And then let that left foot go all the way to the back of the mat. Right hand's gonna circle forward. You're in a left side plank. Inhale. Exhale, circling the right hand down, downward facing dog. Roll forward, coming into plank, chaturanga. Now we're coming onto our bellies. So option 2, stay in Sphinx if you don't enjoy back bends. So you just have your forearms on the ground in a comfortable position. Or if you're gonna come with me, we're gonna go into bow. So we're going to find our comfortable position on our bellies at first. I like to keep my legs a little bit further apart, but you need to find that balance for you. We're gonna bend into both legs and hands are going to find a comfortable spot, maybe the ankles, maybe the feet, maybe the legs, wherever feels good for you. And I like to use my legs to kick my hands back to open up my chest. So that's one way to go about it, to go into bow, is using the strength of your legs to kick you back. And then step 2 would be to pick up your legs off the ground, so both thighs are off the floor, and you're using them to kick back to open up the chest. And you can point the toes. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's all find our way with our head on the mat. Let's find our breath. Now I invite you to bend both knees and sway your feet from side to side, just releasing any tension in the lower back. And then we're gonna roll over onto our backs. So finding your comfortable position on your back. You're bringing your knees into your chest. We're finding our happy baby here. So I like to grab hold of both toes. You can grab hold of the ankles. And once again, rocking from side to side, releasing any tension in the lower back. And then we're gonna come to stillness. Let's bring our left leg over our right thigh. We're coming into figure 4 legs. And then option to interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh and picking up that right foot to bring that leg a little closer. You should feel it in the outside of the left glute. Let's take a breath together. And exhale. Option to stay here or to shift the hips over to the left side just a little bit and then let your knees fall over to the right side, finding a little bit of a twist. I like to use my right hand to gently encourage my left leg to open up just a little bit more. Trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. Let's inhale. Exhale, let it go. And slowly coming back to center, bringing both feet onto the mat, maybe swaying the hips from side to side, releasing. And then we're gonna bring our right ankle over our left thigh. Once again, picking up that left leg, interlacing the hands behind the back of the left thigh, figure 4 legs, gently encouraging both legs over closer to your body. Inhale. Exhale. Now, option to gently place the hips a little bit further to the right side and letting your knees drop over to the left, finding your twist on this side. Again, option to gently use the left hand to encourage the right leg a little bit more open. You want to feel this on the outside of the right glute. Let's breathe here together. Great job. Let's bring both knees back to center. And this time, let's open our knees out into a diamond shape position. Now you can take this as a restorative pose and just lay here, letting your body relax. If you want just a little bit more core work, you can come with me. We're gonna inhale, intend our hands towards our toes. So we're picking up our shoulders, our head off the mat, and reach as far as you can. And let's hold here and little pulses towards the toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back to lay on the mat. Bringing both knees back into your chest and rock from side to side. Now I encourage you to find a full wind down and really begin to find your breath, reconnect with your intention. Then I'm going to close off the practice here. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoy making these classes for you. So if you have any suggestions, anything you'd like to see more of, please leave them down in the comment box below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really supports this community. Until next time, namaste.